choose our socks for success in all endeavors. Fortunes rises from the heel, and good luck for life.
Good morning. Today is Tuesday, January 7, 2025. Today in history, on this day 11 years ago, Chinese entrepreneur, philanthropist, and producer Run Shaw passed away. As the world's oldest and longest-serving CEO of a listed company, he was dedicated to public welfare, with charitable donations totaling 10 billion Hong Kong dollars. In 2002, the Shaw Foundation established the Shaw Prize, awarded annually for outstanding achievements in mathematics, life sciences, medicine, and astronomy. Today is also the Laba Festival, a traditional Chinese festival marking the start of the new year. Drinking Laba porridge has been a custom for over 1,000 years. Welcome to today's Qing Chow Morning News. Let's start with political updates. Japan passes 2025 budget bill. According to Kyodo News, Japan's cabinet recently passed the 2025 budget bill, totaling a record-high 115.5 trillion yen. The largest proportion, 38.28 trillion yen, is allocated for social security, including elderly medical care. Defense spending surged over 10%, reaching 8.6 trillion yen. Japan has expanded its budget for 3 consecutive years due to the financial pressure of an aging population. Nikkei reported that despite increasing individual medical payments, social security costs such as healthcare and pensions remain high, rising by 558.5 billion yen from the previous year. Syria dissolves and reshuffles intelligence agency. Comprehensive news from Damascus. The director of Syria's new intelligence agency recently announced the disbandment and reorganization of the notorious agency from the Assad era to prevent future abuses of power. Khattab, the new director, stated that the old regime had multiple security agencies with different names but shared a common goal: the oppression of the people for over 50 years. Previously, Syrian opposition forces led by Tahrir al-Sham overthrew Assad's regime. The civil war under Assad's rule claimed over 500,000 lives. The Syrian Observatory for Human Rights reported that more than 100,000 people died in Syrian prisons during the conflict. Israel raids largest hospital in northern Gaza. Israeli troops recently raided Kamal Adwan Hospital in northern Gaza, detaining over 240 Palestinians, including medical staff and director Safia. The WHO reported the hospital is now out of service. Israel said the detainees were suspected militants, with Safia questioned for alleged ties to Hamas, which Hamas denied. The WHO called for urgent support to reopen hospitals in northern Gaza and protect health facilities, staff, and patients, but these calls were ignored. Trump asks Supreme Court to delay TikTok ban. U.S. President-elect Trump recently asked the Supreme Court to suspend the sell or ban law on TikTok. Trump has previously expressed support for TikTok continuing to operate in the U.S. The TikTok bill, signed into law by President Biden in April 2024, requires TikTok's Chinese parent company ByteDance to sell its U.S. assets by January 19, 2025, or face a nationwide ban. Trump will be sworn in on January 20, 2025. Vietnam gang smuggles 600-plus kg of drugs, 27 sentenced to death. A Vietnamese court recently sentenced 35 people involved in trafficking over 600 kilograms of drugs. Of the 35, 27 were sentenced to death, and 8 received prison terms ranging from 20 years to life. The gang trafficked 626 kilograms of heroin, ketamine, and methamphetamine from Cambodia to Vietnam between March 2018 and November 2022, distributing the drugs in Hanoi, Ho Chi Minh City, Haiphong, and Nam Dinh. Investigators estimated the total value of the drugs trafficked at around $54.8 million. The drugs were hidden in vehicles and smuggled into Vietnam, with traffickers receiving up to $20,000 per trip starting from 2020. South Korea finds black box of crashed passenger plane. According to Yonhap News Agency, South Korea's Ministry of Land, Infrastructure, Transport, and Tourism reported that the 2 black boxes of the Jeju Air passenger plane that crashed at Muan Airport have been found. The Accident Investigation Committee has started investigating. Jeju Air Flight 7C-2216 crashed while landing at Muan International Airport in Jeollanam-do, South Korea. The plane left the runway, hit a wall, and caught fire, killing 179 people. Only 2 crew members survived. The crash is South Korea's deadliest since 2002, when an Air China plane crashed in Busan, killing 129. Beijing Axis successfully listed as UNESCO World Heritage. According to Global Times, the 46th UNESCO World Heritage Conference in New Delhi, India, recently passed a resolution to include Beijing Central Axis, a masterpiece of China's ideal capital order, on the World Heritage List. This brings the total number of World Heritage sites in China to 59. The Beijing Central Axis, built in the 13th century and fully developed by the 16th century, runs through the old city of Beijing. At 7.8 kilometers long, it is the longest urban axis in the world. The axis includes ancient royal palace buildings, sacrificial sites, city management facilities, national ceremonial structures, and central roads. According to the Wall Street Journal, U.S. natural gas futures for February delivery recently surged 24% to $4.195 per million British thermal units, the highest level since January 2023. That's all for today's Ching Chow Morning News. Thanks for watching. Join us at the same time tomorrow.